So by the time I was a freshman, I started to get looks of like, why are you trick-or-treating? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tired Parents Club, where we talk about the ups and downs of raising the littlest versions of ourselves. I'm Sierra Langford. This is Tired Dad Kevin Pinto. And who and what are we talking about today?
Yeah, very tired as always. But yeah, we have a special guest here today. Her name is Danya Duchess. Hey, Danya.
Hey, how are you guys?
We're good. So we're talking about Halloween. It's a Halloween special. We'll call it that. So yeah, we just kind of want to. I don't know. What do you want to talk about, Danya? First, introduce yourself. I guess tell everybody who you are.
Okay, well, hello. I am another tired mom. I have two boys. Boy mom over here. Hashtag. I'll shout out to all the boy moms. We have a 5-year-old boy named Noah and a 7-month-old son named Shiloh. So
I love
fresh
those
out.
names.
Thank you. My husband and I, we have been together for 11 years, married for 6 of those years. We make a really great team. I work in television in front of the camera as well as behind the scenes as a producer. So I travel a lot for work, which is fun, but also very exhausting. As far as Halloween goes, it's actually my favorite holiday. So I'm so excited that you guys have me
That
here
worked
today.
out.
Yes.
How convenient.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's really cool. I have a daughter. Her name is Lila. She's 6 months old. And then Sierra.
Yes, I can relate to the boy mom. I have a boy. Yes, he's going to be 3 in December.
Oh, that's such a fun
Yes,
age.
and very excited to celebrate Halloween on Friday.
Yes.
So, yes, trick-or-treating, all of that.
All of it.
And obviously, this will be my first Halloween, so she won't be doing as much. But we'll do some things like we've done the pumpkin stuff. We went to Hodges Farm.
Yeah.
Picked up and did some creative.
You have to
I'll
get
show you the
pumpkin
pictures later on. They're
yes.
super cute. So yeah, this will be our first Halloween.
But
So
are
I'm
you
excited.
doing a family costume? Like you
We
have to?
are
Okay.
actually, and there'll be a picture of it eventually here.
Okay.
So we do have a family costume. I don't want to give too much away. She's super cute, and
Fair.
I can't wait to post more after Halloween, right? But yeah, I can't wait. And we're big Halloween fans ourselves. My house is nuts. We go crazy. Our house looks like fire right now. We have fire windows.
Oh, I love that.
And you have like a lava thing, and animatronics are going off.
Has anyone called 911?
Yes, we did actually
Really?
we had a fire department come by. Now they didn't like knock on our door. I wish they had. But they you know the giant spotlights they do the
Yeah.
houses, so they were like eyeing it up and everything.
Make-
There was a lady parked out in front of my house, and we were like, "What's she doing?" Because our dog goes nuts. Like, and she called 911.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So
That
it's
means
very
really
realistic.
great. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, for us, like we know it's like a sheet and like a box fan and stuff, but
That's cool. I love that.
and it's just super loud, so we don't do it like every night. It's just like the baby has to sleep.
Yep.
Um,
No, see, I like dressing up for Halloween and stuff. I'm not the person that like decorates my whole house for Halloween because to me, I'm just like, oh, I'd have to clean it up.
It is a lot.
It's a
Huge
lot.
commitment.
Yes, it's a huge
Please.
commitment. And I love looking at it. We go on little tours and we drive around and see all the houses. My son likes to look out the window and be like, Mom, look, another house, another house. But for costume wise, we
Yes.
can get into that in
Talk
a bit
to us
because
about the costume.
so let's check out some of the costumes.
yes.
Oh,
Done.
my goodness, I love it.
So that was one of our like thrown together. This is actually up on oh my gosh, I can't remember the site, but that was our first Halloween. He was born in 2020, so he was a COVID baby. So we figured
creative.
might as well go with the theme. So I was the Pine Sol lady. Do you remember her from like the 90s?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was the Pine Sol lady. My husband's naturally bald, so it's like
I
Mr.
love
Clean.
it.
Yes. That was one of my favorites. And then Barbie and Ken. We actually did that right before the movie came out. So that was
Wow, so
kind
you were
of
ahead
perfect.
of, we're ahead of the
game.
times. Yes.
Not going to say they did it because of us, but yeah. That was one of our favorites. And then this was actually last year we did Super Mario Brothers. So I was a pregnant Princess Peach.
I love it.
It was a good time. And so this year we're very excited about it. I honestly start planning our Halloween costumes as soon as Halloween is over. Like
Oh,
I start
so
planning for the
you
next
know,
year.
the
Yeah.
next year.
I'm like, what are we going to do? How's it going to be creative and fun? But also like the older I'm getting, the more I'm like, and comfy.
Right, because with trick-or-treating, there's a lot of walking involved.
Yes.
You never know what the weather's going to be like. Am I going to be cold? Am I going to be
Yes.
sweating in this?
Oh
You
my
never know.
gosh. One year, one of the costumes you saw, we did Winnie the Pooh. So I was
Mhm.
Piglet, my husband was Tigger, and then our son was Winnie the Pooh.
Mhm.
And we like stuffed his belly with like sheets and stuff. It was adorable. Right before we started going trick or treating, he puked everywhere,
No.
all over his costume. And my husband was like, "Well, what are we gonna do now?" Now we're just like Tigger and Piglet. And I was like, no, I got this. And so I threw like a little hat on him regular, and I was like, he's Christopher Robin.
See?
It works.
That's
Roll with the
parenting.
punches.
Yeah, that really is, right?
Figure
Because
it
at
out.
any moment they're gonna ruin it, and they don't care.
You just roll with it.
Yeah.
And how has your husband been like with dressing up? Is he super into it as much as you?
He is so into it. He's such a trooper. I'm like, I'll tell him. I usually say like, okay, like here's like 2 or 3 options that I'm thinking for this year, next year, however we do it.
Mhm.
And he'll give his input, but ultimately I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. But as our son has gotten older, since Noah is 5 now, he's
Mhm.
very much into like, he's in school, so he knows what he likes and what he doesn't like and what he wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so last year was the first time that we're like, okay, like we have a family costume and then you have your own costume for school. So this year he's going to be an astronaut for school, which is really
Yes.
adorable. So and of course I went all out. Like the helmet that came with his astronaut costume is like flimsy. So I bought him an actual like astronaut costume and like light up sneakers.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I get so excited about it. But since he's doing that on his own, we have our family costume, which I'll tell you, it's going to be Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. How convenient, right? But with our son, we ended up, my husband and I were like, well, we still kind of want to be part of the astronaut thing. So we got like alien onesies that we're going to pick him up in school. Like
Oh, that's
little
awesome.
alien onesies.
You'll be like the coolest kid in school. That
yeah. I was gonna say you guys were the best parents.
Thanks.
Yes.
Try.
Oh my goodness. So and because schools do a lot now too with
Yeah.
Halloween, they do the trunk or treat
So
or
much.
yeah. Just last week, my son's school, they shut down the whole parking lot for
Mhm.
trunk or treat. So it's great that, like you said, they have that costume
Yeah.
for school that they could wear it all day, and then you got the family costume.
So much
That's
Oh, yeah.
great.
Were you guys like raised on trunk or treats? Because I don't
No.
remember that
No.
when I was younger. I don't.
No.
We
It
just
was not
went
a
out.
thing.
Yeah. No, I honestly didn't even start celebrating Halloween. The first time I went trick or treating was in college.
Yep.
Like my
Oh,
family didn't celebrate
wow.
Halloween. Like we stayed home. It was also my sister's birthday on Halloween.
Okay.
So it was more like about celebrating her, but we didn't go
Mhm.
out. And when I went to college was the first time I got to go trick or treating. And then it just morphed into this like,
You fell
oh
in
my
love
God,
with
I'm the
it.
same
yeah.
way.
Are
Because,
you?
all right, listen. So we couldn't celebrate either, right?
Yeah.
It was a religious thing, I guess, with my
Okay.
family, right?
Mhm.
I don't know, celebration of darkness and stuff.
Yep. Yep.
So I couldn't do it, but we still gave candy out.
Mhm.
My grandma was like, "Nah, nothing. Like she put a sign out and everything. Do not come to this house."
Where's your family from?
Well, from Jersey,
Mhm.
the new one, New Jersey, and then and my they're from Puerto Rico as well. So we have Puerto Rico.
So your grandma
and-
was like, nada.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
And she had a sign.
yeah, she wrote like a sign that was a poorly written sign because her English is bad. She only knows McDonald's and fries, and that's
Stop.
it. Yeah, that's serious. But anyways, she's been here for like 80 years, and still that's all she knows. We'll bring Grandma on for the next episode when we talk about grandmas.
Love it.
But anyways, yeah. So we weren't allowed to celebrate, and so I was so jealous. Then high school came along, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna go do it. I dressed up, and now I'm kind of crazy about it. My house is nuts. Everything's crazy. I feel like. I'm just maybe I missed out. I feel like, and I'm trying to make up. For
You're
lost
living
time.
you're living it up now.
Yeah,
I feel that. I totally feel that.
but trunk or
Yeah.
treats. I don't know if I want to do it. I want to go. I understand if you're in a rural area, right? It makes sense to bring
Mhm.
everybody together.
Yeah.
You can't walk,
Mhm.
you know, a city block to go to the next house or a country mile or whatever the sayings are.
Or there's just certain neighborhoods that don't have a lot of kids that aren't just
Yeah.
very active. I think it really depends on where you live and how many kids are in the neighborhood. And so those trunk or treats can be great opportunity for the
So
kids.
convenient.
Mhm.
It's also nice to just like mingle. Like my husband and I, that's one thing we love so much about Charlotte as a whole is that
Yeah.
there's always something going on. Like every day there's stuff going on.
Sure, yeah.
And it's very family oriented, which we love. And
Mhm.
so we will like last year we literally hit like 5 different trunk or treats or Halloween events like in a day. We plan it out. We are like, okay, we're gonna hit here, then here, then here. Like it's
all
a
mapped
map.
out.
It is a
Yeah.
whole thing.
That's awesome,
Just to
though.
make the most out of it. And then at the end of the night, what's great is that our son is so exhausted and he goes right to sleep.
Goes right to
It's like this
bed.
is
Do
lovely.
you steal the candy?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
We
how
do.
much candy did you get
We do.
from that day?
So we usually we let him get as much candy as he wants, sort of thing. And then while he's trick or treating, we'll let him have a candy here or there. That's like the one day of the year that we're just like,
Mhm.
whatever, like eat what you want. So we let him go crazy on it.
Yeah.
But like we'll dump it into like a backpack as we're like hitting other spots. And then at the end of the day, we usually have like a jar or a bowl or something that's his little candy thing. We can't let him go too crazy. You know, you got to sift through
What's your favorite candy to
a
steal?
chicken hazard. Snickers, of course.
Chicken Snickers?
That is like the go-to. And if you go somewhere where they
Snickers.
give you like the king size Snickers, you're
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
Oh, we
That's
ain't
the
doing king
spot.
size at my house. We
Yes.
spend it on the animatronics. Yeah, we're not.
you're getting mini.
They get snacks though. We get snacks and everything.
It's nice.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a sec. We gotta take a break.
Okay. Okay.
We have to take a break. I know. Sorry.
Now we're hungry.
Can't wait
we'll,
to hear.
We'll jump into it. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Tired Parents Club, where we're talking all things Halloween with the kiddos. And we just left off on probably the most popular topic of all, the candy.
Yeah. How do you feel about candy? Are you stealing stuff or what's?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is one of my favorites. Definitely the Snickers as well. Definitely the Snickers as well. Skittles.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what's like typically in being handed out. Yeah, but I'm definitely stealing the candy. But also because I have 2.5, almost 3-year-old, definitely looking at any choking hazards.
That's what I was gonna say. You're just being a great parent.
Yes.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, by taking all the Skittles
Yes.
and all the Reese's Pieces.
That's it.
Anything super chewy
Uh-huh.
that I
The
know
taffies.
the
Taffy,
taffies.
yeah.
I'm like, he's not gonna. I know he has teeth, but no
Yeah.
way.
The lollipop is like, okay, go for it, but then everything else is for the parents.
Exactly.
We give
But you gotta
other
be
snacks.
careful.
That's the thing. So Jenna, that's all Jenna. She came up with it. She was like, she has like the applesauce things.
Mhm.
That you
The what?
The applesauce like
Applesauce.
dough things.
Oh, the little
Yeah.
pouches.
Pouches.
Cute.
Oh,
So
okay.
she has those. We have some snacks that we do that are like, for kids or whatever.
Yeah.
And they love the snacks. It's amazing how fast those go.
The
snacks
freeze-dried
you
ones
built
are really good
before-
too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the
Okay.
little freeze-dried fruit snacks are always good
Yeah.
when you get those because they just melt right in their mouth.
I'd probably take those. I mean, honestly, I want the
I eat
applesauce
those too.
pouch too. But yeah, no, the snacks go. So we don't do as much candy, which is great. I mean, we'll still buy them, but I hope like no one eats them.
And you get a positive reaction to that.
They
The kids
love
aren't like, "Where's my candy?"
No, we give them the options. We're very nice.
Oh.
We have like 3 baskets. They're out there. I'm like, which one
Aw.
do you pick? Oh, I want can I have more of this? Cheez-Its are gone. Like, yeah. they love it.
Cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
I've never heard of people just handing out just a regular snack.
Yeah.
That's-
But by the
The
those
thought
big
has
boxes.
never occurred to me.
I love that.
Think about it. They love snacks. Kids love snacks. They don't always need the candy, which the parents also appreciate too.
Yeah.
By the way, so since our house is like this is a complete pivot. My house is so scary, right?
Yeah.
And I know we were going to talk about decorations, so I'm sorry we skipped that. We'll get there. But anyways, my house is so scary that parents will bring their kids to my house because they want their kids to get scared. And I've had parents come up and say, "Yeah, scare my kids. They deserve it. They need that." And I'm like, God, I don't know who's worse, me or you, because I feel bad.
Oh.
I've also put videos out there of I made reels afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I have cameras of the kids they scream and it's actually really funny.
Do they cry?
No, there's no crying. It's
fun.
usually like ah, and
It's
they're
totally
because
fine.
I have things that jump out.
Have you had any experiences with Halloween decorations and having to tell them it's pretend, it's fun? Have they ever gotten scared?
Well,
from
my
anything?
son said to me the other day, he goes, "Mom, I don't want to get bit." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, I don't want to get bit." And I was like, "Bit by what?" And he's like, "And turn into a vampire." And I was like, "Okay." I was
It's
like,
a real fear.
yeah, I was like, "I think it's time we have this conversation." I was like, "It's like Transylvania. It's not real. Like it's a cartoon,
Yes.
like that whole thing." But outside of that, no, not really. He'll get scared of something and then he'll just kind of like hide behind me or something, but it's not really.
Well,
What do you
look
think,
on
Grace?
on the screen here. Here's one of the toy
Oh
boxes that
my
we have.
gosh.
They kind of pop out, and then that's me.
Kevin, this is your house?
Yeah. Help
Oh
us.
my gosh.
This lady springs out at the door. So this is last year's. We have a whole bunch of things that jump out and scare.
How long does it take
I
you to
do.
decorate?
Man, we start like 2 months beforehand, or so. Yeah, I started. There's Ollie. Yeah, and
Major
then-
prep.
Look, there's some of our. Yeah, so this is some of our kids and some of the costumes that we've done.
That's
Wow.
last year. Oh my goodness.
That's Jack.
That is amazing.
Oh yeah, so that's a little teaser of Liam this year. We're going to do Buzz and we're all going to dress up together. Yes. So yeah, this was us last year. We did Wizard of Oz.
I love them. That's
Stop it.
really cool. And that's ours. We're doing our Little Red Riding Hood. She's a grandma. So I've had that bear costume for like 10 years, and it's still rotates.
Finally
really
came
well.
to use.
Yes. So that's
Oh my
kind of
gosh,
what we're
adorable.
doing. What are some activities, I guess, that you kind of recommend that you really enjoy?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my number one is Noda. Is going to Noda for Halloween. If you've
Ooh,
never
tell.
been, I'm gonna look into the camera when I say this.
Yes.
You have to go. If you love Halloween, you have to go to Nodaween. Like it is a
Okay.
whole thing. Do you remember that Disney movie Halloween Town?
Yes.
It's real life Halloween Town. Like that's how I explain it to people. And then when they see like footage and stuff, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you weren't kidding!" Because everyone is dressed up. They block off the streets, so it's just like crowds of people walking. The businesses are giving out free like whole cookies, and there's houses that it's a whole competition. So each house like on that street in that
Mhm.
area
Mhm.
goes above and beyond. Kevin, you're probably gonna want to move there.
Is
Like,
it just
it
Halloween
is
on Halloween
it's
night?
Halloween. Like on Halloween night, like they go crazy. And there's one house in particular, there's a band that plays on the porch, and like they have a cooler and they're giving out alcohol for the parents and like drinks and
Yeah.
like it's a whole thing. And like the kids are just running around. It's just like
Is it off of so you know where the YMCA is? Johnson
yeah.
YMCA. Is it off the main road? Like where?
It's kind of, oh man, I wish I would have thought this through before we got on here because I have no sense of direction. Just Noda. If you Google it, it'll
You guys-
probably come up.
Halloween.
Nodaween.
Look it up.
Yeah, if you Google it, it'll definitely come up. But I 10 out of 10 recommend it. And you can start early enough. I think it's like probably around like 5 or
Oh,
so.
nice.
And everybody's kind of trick or treating at the businesses, and all the businesses are giving out candy and freebies. Like I remember last year they gave my son milk. Like he
Heck
was
yeah,
he was
see?
thirsty, and they were like, "Oh, here's some milk," and I was like, "Okay,
Very
that's sweet."
convenient.
Yeah, it's just like it's so like the energy is there. It's just welcoming, and everyone's kind and fun, and just if you love Halloween, that's the place to go for sure.
I love that.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
we
good
do have to take a quick break.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Tired Parents Club. We were talking about Halloween. So we all have kids. They're none of them are like really that old to go out by themselves yet. But at what point, like, do you start thinking about that, right? Because obviously, I'm not letting Lila go out at 6 months. But like high school, right? Eventually, they get too cool for us. So I mean, what do you think?
I probably high school. I'm trying to remember when I was allowed to go out on my own. And I think it was maybe 8th grade or freshman year. But also by the time I was a freshman, I started to get looks of like, why are you trick-or-treating?
Mhm. Oh, it wasn't cool then.
He aged out.
Just like you look a little old to be at my door.
You're still a kid though. We're still kids.
So
in
I
high
do
school.
I do think it's a fine line. Like by the time you are the age to go on your own, it's almost like you start getting these looks.
Yeah.
That's how it was for me. How was
Yeah.
it? How was it for you?
Well, I didn't go until college, so I didn't know if
Oh,
there were
that's
looks or not.
true.
There was just
That's
like trick or
true.
treat.
But if you were in a college town, it also
Right,
could have
that
been
too. I was with
surprising.
all my college friends, so it was like it was normal.
That's
As
I
far
wouldn't
as
care.
age goes, man, I don't know. I'm so like, I think it all depends on the kid that you have. Like you have
Okay.
to know what kind of child you have. Like, are they going to listen if you tell them to stay in the neighborhood? Are they, going to hop a train to New York City? Like, I don't know. But I think for me, I feel like junior year of high school feels solid. Maybe I'm like going overboard, but I think it also depends like what kids he's gonna go trick or
fair,
treating
yeah.
with,
Yeah.
like who his friends are. If his friends are a solid group of kids and like I know the parents, like maybe we can even do it where we all kind of go together and they go off on their own, but we're in the same
You're at a
vicinity.
distance.
Yeah. So that way
Like,
you
we're
don't
still-
lose
I like
school
that.
Exactly.
factor.
Like you
Yeah.
can still have your fun, but we're in the vicinity. Like if you need me, call me. I'm right here.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And then when he's 30. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No,
and
that's honestly, I love that. Yeah, give them their independence,
yeah.
but you're
Just
around.
enough.
you're
Yeah.
still hovering. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you never can be too careful.
Right.
Well, I guess. And then real quick, we have like a couple minutes left.
Mhm.
Do you guys do arts and crafts, or what are some of the other things that you do with the kids other than just going and trick or treating?
Arts and crafts. My son's really into coloring. Like he loves art. So we're those parents that'll like surprise him with like a Halloween pumpkin style coloring book to have fun with.
Aw.
I'll tell you how much my son loves art just by saying this. The other day he did something and I was going to try and discipline. So I was like, no TV. And he was like, fine. And I was like, no art. And he was like, no. Like, that's how much he loves art. So, so yeah, we're those parents. We'll buy like some coloring books and stuff like that. I do want to carve a pumpkin with him though this year.
Okay, so you haven't done the pumpkin.
We haven't done the
carving yet.
pumpkin carving. It's on the list to do this week after school surprises of having the pumpkin, the carving kit, because he's old enough now, I think, to really kind of go after it and get creative on his own.
So it's a surprise. He can't watch this episode. Okay, got it.
Basically.
What about you?
Yeah, we'd like to start doing the pumpkins as well. I think for Liam, it'll probably be more watch mom and dad and help us scoop, and we'll get him as involved as we can. I don't trust him with any sharp objects right now, but definitely maybe helping scoop. I just always remember it's such a project carving pumpkins, and it could take forever to get all of the seeds out. So I haven't done it in a couple years, so I'm excited.
You have to mentally
do it.
prepare for it.
Yes, you really do. And now that I'm thinking about it too, so when I was a kid, we would layer the table with newspaper, and now it's almost, you have to think about what you're going to use, because I'm just like, newspapers aren't as...
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I guess I'd have to go like buy them, right? They're not thrown at my door. But that's true. Yeah, we just did garbage bags, you know,
or garbage bags now.
Garbage bag or
True.
something, open it up.
I did see a video too about putting vinegar on your pumpkin, and
I've been seeing that,
dunking it in vinegar, and it makes the pumpkin last longer and not rot as fast. So we may do that. Yeah.
See, there's a trick to end the episode. Danya, thank you for joining us. I hope you had a blast.
So much.
I did. Thank you guys. I hope we all get some sleep.
Of course, yeah, that'll be great. But as the title says, we're always going to be tired parents. And so with that, we'll sign off for now. We'll see you next episode.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.